it's just different.
I don't look like that. Look weird. Ain't nothing perfect. Ain't nothing perfect. But yo, I want to say this, right? I want to start off saying this. I want to thank this comment, right? Now, I appreciate you. Merly Mel, Melly Mel, Merly Mel. I actually appreciate you taking the time out to actually give a little love. Never meet your idols. But to piggyback off of that, you shouldn't idolize anybody. Now, to be a fan, that's different. So, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word? It's escaping me. I'm having like a brain.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
We gonna get to why I said what I say. You should never idolize anybody. Okay, we got a good show today, man. We do. We're gonna talk about why you shouldn't idolize celebrities or athletes or artists and things like that, right? Along with what else? What we got here? Self-uplifting, right? Also, too, we got a guest coming in. A returning guest at that. So we're gonna have a good show. I mean, along with, a few other things off the brain. Just a little bit. And then I didn't mention this, right? But one of my previous pods, I was talking about a particular subject that when I upload my clips and stuff, right? Because I do all that myself in-house and all that. But anyway, I uploaded one of my clips on about a certain topic, and it got taken down from TikTok. You want to know why I think it did? Because I think I struck a nerve. I struck a nerve because I'm starting to tell the truth about certain stuff. So, they want to desensitize and try to keep stuff on the hush hush. When you actually press a button that they don't like, which is, it is what it is over here. We don't filter nothing and we don't apologize for nothing, especially when it's the truth. So without further ado, why we shouldn't idolize our heroes. Now, one of the main reasons why I think you shouldn't idolize your, I guess you can say, heroes, right? Because at the end of the day, when you think about it, they're just they just regular people like me and you. I spoke about this before, right? A YouTuber. His name escapes me, but if I find it, let's see. Okay, his name is Charlie Penguin Zero, right? So I'm gonna tell you why I respect him, right? I respect him on so many different levels because at the end of the day, he could be greedy like a lot of YouTubers out here, right? Or whatever the case may be, and just keep allowing people to send him money and not, especially the day and age and the state that we living in right now, right? He could just say, nah, fuck that. Keep giving me your money. But I respect him because he's like, yo, I'm on a platform. The platform pays me. I don't need your money. Right? If that's not one of the most humblest things in that, or maybe even more of a human being type of situation, I respect it. Right? Because I've heard too many stories over the years where people actually meet their heroes or whatever the case may be. And, I mean, sometimes you meet them at the wrong time and, they don't want to sign an autograph or take a picture or, anything of that nature. And can you relatively be mad at them at that point in time? No, because they're still human, right? Whatever they going through, whatever they doing, whatever they just came from, about to go to, whatever the case may be, you just caught them at the wrong time. But when you put them up here, especially above yourself, and then when something happens, when they don't measure up to what you thought that they were when you put them up here, and then, some type of attitude happens or, they say no or shit. Even if you pessimistic in a certain type of situation and you get your feelings hurt, I mean, what can you say? Sorry? So it's like, you can't convolute or even add more to a person than what they already are. Now I say this to say that a celebrity or a football player or an artist or, anybody of that caliber, if you think about it, they just chose a good job. That's all it is. It's relatively, regardless if it's their own thing that they built from the dirt and the ground up and all that, and they came up to this certain level where it's almost catastrophic and it's like, oh, a mountaintop I'll never meet or whatever the case may be, they're still human. They still eat and bleed and shit just like me and you do. So you can't put them up here, especially above yourself. Right? And they get mad when something happens. I say that, right, to lead to this story, right? I have two stories. One, this was years back. This had to be 2010, 2011, something like that, right? I was working at the airport. Now, I was working in this one section where, you wait in line and you check your bags and things like that. Like, as soon as you walk into the airport and the lines are right there to get your tickets and check your bag and all that, right? I was the guy that led you to the line, and all depends what membership you had. I took your bags and put them on the belt. So it had to be about 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, right? On a weekday. So this said celebrity, I guess you could call him celebrity. He was actually a director. Spike Lee. He comes in. It's like 4:45, 4:50 in the morning, right? He's dropping his son off. Now his son, I don't necessarily know where he's going. That's none of my business. But anyway, I'm standing there and I'm directing people, go on that line, go on this line, this, that, and third. So he comes up but before he gets to me, he comes in the building and it's just like, I'm not going to say pandemonium, but when people see a celebrity, they go, oh my God, Spike Lee here. Oh, I'm like, okay. I'm just sitting there chilling, continue to do my job. Right? So now it's two sides. I'm like smack dab in the middle of the aisle, one side over here, one side over here. I'm right in the middle. Like when you either No, when you get to the I guess you could say that's the it's not a table, the kiosk, right? Get your ticket, do this, that, third, drop your bags off, and you come exit towards me. So I'm standing there, and Spike Lee's son, he gets in line, and I'm standing there, and I'm just watching everybody, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, can I be?" And he like, "No, no, no," and this is before he came to me. So his son gets in line. He didn't get in line with his son. They already had a ticket and all that on the phone, this, that, third, whatever. I think it was in the email. This was before like technology was what it is now. When you could download your shit, scan it, and don't. Anyway, so I'm standing there, I'm chilling. He walks up. Now, mind you, now at this point, like I said, his son in the line. It's not a bunch of people, but it's a line, and it's not crazy. But anyway, I'm standing there. He walks up, standing next to me. Morning. Good morning, man. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Man. He looks over, he looks around, and just everybody's just like, yo, Spike Lee, oh shit, Spike Lee. I'm just chilling. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. He was like, man, I don't want to take no pictures, man. It's just early in the morning, man. I had to drive all the way here. Like I really don't. I'm like, yo, I get it. You think I want to be here? I get it though. You know? So he was like, nah, man, you cool. Like, you all right. I appreciate it. But you good though? He's like, yeah, man. I was just waiting for him to. I'm like, yeah, what you gonna walk him to the thing? Yeah, I mean, I see if I can help you to go through. He's like, nah, this ain't the first time him flying. I'm like, oh, I bet. So we sitting there chit chatting now. Now we just, chit chatting about bullshit now, life and shit like that. You know what I mean? His son was going on a little flight. I think it was in the summertime too. So he was going somewhere. So, there's that, right? So I say that to say this. You never know how somebody feels in the moment or prior to the moment you see them or meet up with them. So you can't necessarily go crazy because they're still human. He just woke up, drove here to drop his son off. I mean, and y'all crowding or bombarding him. Also, too, right? Same airport, maybe like a couple weeks later, my man, now I was in Terminal C. My man was working in Terminal A. Now he took his break. He outside smoking a mile. And now he's outside for a little minute. Like, working at the airport, we have a lot of encounters. Now, this is just one of many stories that he had along with me. But which one should I tell? Because he had one with 50 Cent. He had one with, I got one for you. He had one with Fab. So Fab, right? He had his flight was delayed. So Fab, he chilling. He like, damn. So I guess my man was in the vicinity of like near him and shit. And he was like, yo, I could get some, I think it was some boots. I think he wanted some boots, some butters like that. So he's like, yo, I'll get some butters. I got a delay, blah, 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 blah. My flight don't leave for like another like 2-3 hours. This, that, and the third. I mean, it was like, oh, all right, you will go downtown. I mean, downtown North, store, blah, 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 blah. I mean, this, that, and the third. He was like, all right, bet. Slid, went, got the boots, came back. Big my man's up. You feel me? Like, yo, appreciate that, bro. Blah, 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 blah. And went on his merry way. Like, yo, at the end of the day, people are just still people at the end of the day. Like, you can't praise them more than they should be. Because sometimes, as quick as they came, they go on. It's one encounter. Like, yo, not for nothing. How many times I came across Redman? Well, I don't know if he technically live in North now, but at one point he was. Shout out to Roz Coffee. I'm gonna try Those, those. I think it's called those. Anyway, but yeah, you should never like idolize people because I think that's just like that's just crazy to do. You know, when you oh my god, like when you're a kid, I get it. You know, you see people on TV or YouTube or whatever the case may be, and you're just so captivated in what they do. And one day you were inspired to be them, or they make certain music or this, that, and you're a fan. It's not a problem to be a fan of somebody because of what they do. That's what it is. That's fine. Never idolize anybody besides the man upstairs, of course. Other than that, no. You know, one more story, right? Now, when I was working at the airport, and mind you, my cousin got me the job, and you know, me and him working in there. So this is around the time where Wale popping, J. Cole popping. You know, this is before Kendrick was really a thing, but he was slowly creeping up, right? So one day, this had to be like probably like because I worked till like think I worked till like 12, 1 o'clock. So this had to be like 10, 11 o'clock. My cousin called me, hey yo, J. Cole here. I'm like, yeah. Oh, why? Bet. Now I was on the bottom floor because there's 3 levels. I came upstairs. Now this was J. Cole before J. Cole is who he is now. He had no dreads. I think he had like a little fro, maybe even like a low cut. Still humble as hell. No chains, no none of that. No security. It was him and his mans. They chilling. So I comes up the escalator, and you know it's like they not crowding around them, but it's like a crowd like 20 feet away of like people that work there. They're like, oh shit, J. Cole. I'm like, yo, why y'all doing this? Like, if you want to say hi, go say what up, bro. Like, look, I'm like, you know what? Bet I'm about to show you. So I'm walking the way he at, but I'm walking past it because one of the rules of the job where I was at, you couldn't like do all that with especially the office was on the top floor, and that's where J. Cole was at. He was on the top floor, but our office was like right in the vicinity where he was at. So I'm walking, and now I'm walking in the direction where the office is. The office is like right at the end of the floor, and J. Cole was maybe 30 feet from the door. So I'm walking. I'm like, Cole, what up? He was like, yo, what's good, bro? Yo, come, like, so I dapped him up. Know what I mean? I'm like, damn, bigger than, I mean, not, pause. You, yo, fucking J. Cole's tall, bro. J. Cole was like 6'4". So he was taller than what I really expect. Like, I knew he was tall, but to actually see him in person, I was like, God damn. All right. What up, though? You cool? He was like, yeah. I'm like, all right, bet. So I just kept it moving. Ain't no sense of going crazy. Because even a humble dude like him would tell you, like, yo, don't idolize me, man. Now to be a fan, cool. But to idolize me, nah, man. We should idolize the man upstairs. Because without that situation, we wouldn't even really be here. To be honest with you. If anything, idolize yourself. Idolize yourself. Uplift yourself. Because one thing that I'm noticing is nobody's going to believe in you unless you believe in you. Everything starts and stops with you. What you want to do, what you want to achieve, where you going in life, everything. All that starts and stops with you. So you have to put the work in. no complaining, no none of that. Like, don't get me wrong. Not gonna lie. And I'm gonna keep saying this every time I come on this pod and every time I get in front of this mic and camera until shit start changing. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Life is already fucking hard, man. But in actuality, it's up to you to change your life. It's already hard, man. It is. So you can't sit there and complain and point fingers and this, that, and third. Like, don't get me wrong. There's already enough finger pointing going on with them motherfuckers that's sitting in that building and swear they are for us, which is not entirely true. Because I'm going to tell you like this. One, if you don't start with you, right? That's one. It starts with you. And then two, start to look outward and helping other motherfuckers to try to get better. Then, now for nothing, you're going to be a lone wolf. Ain't nothing wrong with being a lone wolf because I get it this day and age. You can't really trust anybody. And I'm not even trying to go dark right now. I'm not even trying to go on this negative tangent, but I get it. I get it. I really do. You got to find like-minded people and y'all got to stick together. That's just what it is. I'm not going to lie. That's just what it is nowadays, man. What's the saying? Each one teach one? Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of these YNs, bro, as tough as they are, they're cotton soft. They are. They need somebody to actually not give up on them. They hard-headed. They hard-headed as hell. Because you could tell them something, you could drill it in their head, drill it in their head, drill it in their head, and they don't want to listen. They're going to do what they want to do until they actually bump their fucking head. And then where they bump their head at, they can't wiggle out of. But I will say this. I hope that y'all get your act together before it's too late. Because I've seen so many things go left so often that I feel bad for a lot of them. I do. I really do. Because some of these kids have so much potential, but then, you got the blonde leading the blonde, and then you got this guy trying to impress this group of guys and this, that. Like, it's a whole bunch of convoluted bullshit. Because I was a YN at one point, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. I'm not going to lie to you. But wasn't trying to make that gloomy and none of that shit because ain't no need to be. It's really not. There's really no need to be gloomy. But we're going to change that a little bit. Now, you want to know what's crazy? It's this 90s type beat brought back a random thought that I had, right? Now, if you agree with me, put that shit down in the comments. Because I thought about this. Right? Now, nowadays, where's the commercials that was so memorable that the shit gets stuck in your head? And I'm not talking about the radio commercials when you're sitting in the car. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the shit that was on TV. Every kiss begins with K. Or, what would you do for a Klondike bar? What? He was like, it's different ones, right? That as soon as you hit them, as soon as you hear them, the rest of it you can play in your head or you singing along, whatever the case may be. There's none of that now. Like, yo, I was sitting back the other day and I'm like, yo, there's no they don't even actually really put effort or thought into really trying to get our money, we give it to them. Because before, it was actually really effort. The jingles and the commercials and like the memorable shit used to, even the Doritos commercials. Now, it's like, where's the fucking effort? We're so stuck that we just give them our money just to give it to them. You'll buy some shit, take it home, and then don't even fucking use it. Like, are we that brainwashed nowadays? God damn. Like, yo, it's crazy because now, okay, it's 3 kids in the house, right? The oldest one, she's 12. The middle, she's 8. And then the youngest, I mean, I could walk and talk. The youngest, he's 6, right? It's crazy because he sees cartoons that I grew up on and he wants their toys. He don't even watch like now cartoons. And also, I'm now as far as the cartoons things, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But he's so caught up in the old shit that the new shit don't even really stimulate him no more. He don't even fuck with the new shit. He watching Rugrats. What else he's watching? He's watching Sonic, all the old Sonic cartoons. I mean, shit, Sonic ain't had no real cartoon out lately in a while. They got movies now. He got the Sonic toys with the movies, but Sonic been around since what? Fucking 80s? Like, they don't really put no effort in nothing no more. He don't even got, well, some action figures he looking for now, but he's really not even like, I don't know, man. That was just a random thought. That was one of the random thoughts I was having. But anyway, right? Now this isn't random. Food. Remember earlier when I said TikTok took a post down, right? Now they took my post down because I was talking about the food. They said something about the regulations, TikTok regulations, it didn't meet and this, that, and or it broke some regulation, whatever the case may be, right? I'm gonna say this. You really gotta watch what you eat now, man. You really, really do. Because, and I'm gonna talk encrypted code right now. You really gotta watch what you eat because it's getting too diabolical. And when you think about it, ain't enough real meat in the world. Ain't enough real chickens in the world for this shit to be selling the way it is. I want y'all to think about that for a minute. As much I came across some shit that said Burger King, no, not Burger King. My bad. McDonald's sells like 8.7 billion patties a day. You tell me where they getting all that meat from. You tell me. I sit here and wait. I wait. Because personally, I still don't fucking know. I've came across some things that had and it was Chinese food. I don't know if I could say it on here, but human meat. Buddy. Watch your ass, man. Watch your ass, watch your kids, watch your loved ones, all that. because it's becoming dark times and dark days where you gotta make your own food. Listen, soon I'm going on an all raw diet for like maybe like a month. I think I might do that in December. Even now, I really don't really eat meat like that. I don't. I really don't. Like I'm not gonna lie. I've been making noodles, right? And not the Bulldog noodles or the pack of ramen noodles that's in the corner store. Nah, I've been eating the noodles that, no funny shit, I'm not even trying to be funny, that the Asians be, like when you see them be making like the not the Bulldog noodles, but the other type of brand, I use those. And I be putting all types of shit. I'm gonna make some and I'm gonna slide the clip in here one day, maybe next week. I be eating that with like olives in it and pickles and all types of stuff. I was putting that artificial crab meat in there, but I'm gonna stop using that because I heard some shit about that too. Like, goddamn, like we can't eat nothing now. We can't eat nothing now. Like, you really gotta watch what you eat and watch where you go and watch what you do, because I seen this other video where these ladies, they was in a car where and this is totally fucking random, but I think it serves a purpose, especially ladies, please watch your surroundings, especially when you're by yourself or it's just you and your friend. Please, because yo, it's getting crazy out here. I seen this video where the ladies, they got in the lady car, right? They got in her car, the driver, and she seen that her windshield wiper was up, and it was just one. So when they got in the car, um, but the driver was like, "Wait, what? I didn't put my windshield wiper up." The friend was like, "Huh, girl? I think you should just go." So she started the car and just like backed that shit up. As she was pulling off, now was a car parked next to her, right? So as she was backing up, and when she was backing up, she was going that way. So she backed up to pull off, and when you slow the camera down and stop it at like, let's just say 1 second after she backed up and started pulling off, you can see a shadow in between the car that was next to her and the car that was next to that, like that was going to hop out. So please, by all means, please protect yourselves and watch what the fuck is going on. Because there's too many people going missing, there's too many people getting kidnapped, and there's too many things that's going on out here. So please, I beg of you, please watch your surroundings and be careful, because you got people out here that just don't care anymore, and it's sad. It really is. Like it kills me how much I see missing people going missing nowadays. Don't want to see it. Not that I don't want to see it. I don't want it to happen. And I'm tired of seeing it. And I'm tired of hearing, not in a bad sense, because those prayers and well wishes for everybody to make it home. But for it to be happening in the first place, this is crazy to me. Because it's really at like an alarming rate now. Who alarming? To the point where it's like, what the y'all can't find how or why this is happening? Y'all can do everything else though. You can fly jets to go see your girlfriend. We didn't talk about that. Like, you can do all this unnecessary bullshit, but you actually can't get down to the bottom or even get close to getting to the bottom of why all these people are missing. And then it's not like they're turning up. They're going missing for an extent of time. But yet I'm crazy. Yo, please be careful. Please be careful out here. I promise you. Please be careful. Especially what you eat. Um, Now this is for everybody that's traveling for the upcoming holiday. Personally, to me, I'm not gonna celebrate it, but I'm not gonna stop anybody else's shine. You do what you want to do, but I'm not because we're not even supposed to be celebrating this shit anyway. But anyway, back to my point. Don't fly. Don't fly. If you gotta drive, start driving now. Like, start driving now if you gotta drive. Because TSA is not working. And then the air flight controller people that's in the towers, they're not getting paid. So, for your safety, their understanding, and the bullshit that the government is doing, don't fly. Just drive. Oh shit, take a train because the train ain't got nothing to do with none of that. But yo, it's dark times for selfish people. And I came across some shit today, right? Before this recording, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. But anyway, that and here go the finger pointing. But one of the reasons why the government shut down is shut down because one side has some things taken out the bill that personally to me was fucking convoluted as hell and was fucking stupid because we're sending money to other countries for shit that really don't pertain to us. Us, the American people. It don't pertain to us, and they're sending millions of dollars over to other countries for shit that really don't fucking matter to us, and we have to pay for it. If I can find it, let me see if I can find this shit. Let me see, because this shit was fucking crazy. Okay, I found it. Now, I mean, the shit that we going through already is already fucking convoluted as it is, right? It was already a bunch of BS that did not need to pretty much fucking happen. But anyway, right? I found this the other day, and I thought this was very much intriguing. But I need y'all to listen to this.
Here's what they want us to put back in. We found that under President Biden, they were spending $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. We put
Nothing to do with us.
took that out. The Congresswoman says, we're going to shut down government till you put that back in. We found $500,000 of American taxpayer money for electric buses in Rwanda. We found $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti.
Nothing to do with us. And that's a nice chunk of money.
I kid you not. I'm not making this up. That was in the budget under President Biden. We took it out. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez in the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party, says we're going to shut down government until you put it back in.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, because they can point their finger all fucking day, but still, at the end of the day, on the side of the Republicans, they still, and before I go any further, this is not a political podcast. This is not a news podcast. We don't do none of that here. We just slightly sprinkle touch on certain things that affect us. So certain things I do keep my head on the swivel and pay attention to. So now, before I go any further, right? This doesn't make any other side more or lesser than the other, because at the end of the day, we need to take care of here first. But continue.
I'll just read you a few more that we took out. They are demanding we put back in. $6 million for media organizations for the Palestinians. $833,000 for transgender people in Nepal. $300,000 for a pride parade in Lesotho. $882,000 for social media mentorship in Serbia. $4.2 million. We took it out. The Congresswoman and the socialist wing of their party says we got to put that back in for the open government. $4.2 million for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex people in the Western Balkans and Uganda. I could spend the rest of the afternoon here.
Now, I will say this, right? Don't be no better, because he just gave like 40 million or 400 million to Argentina. My nigga, your mans ain't that much better. But what I will say, all y'all motherfuckers are wrong because y'all not thinking about us first. We should be high on the motherfucking list, and if we got some left, sprinkle it around. But it's not going that way. I'm not a Congress person. I'm not into politics. I'm not into none of that. All of this shit is bullshit. If we want to keep it quite frank, all of it is bullshit. Man, look. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. Or none of that. Not at all. I got one random thought, right? One more, right? Growing up, early 2000s, 90s, and all the other stuff, when certain events came around, it used to be like, oh, yo, like, you used to get an outfit, get ready for the shit, make sure you clear that day for that. It don't even seem like that no more. Even the holidays don't even hit the same. You could say, oh, it's because I'm getting old, but even when I talk to other people, holidays don't hit the same. Even right now, as we speak and living and the time is growing, yo, it used to be snow outside. Or little flurries of snow, or, things like leading up to Christmas. Christmas don't even feel the same no more. That's why I don't even feel like I even want to partake in none of that shit. Because before, it used to be all about family that's coming together. It used to be a bunch of cousins and uncles and aunts at the house. We all open up presents at the house and all that. You feel me? Like, it used to be a whole family situation. Now, it's all about buy. What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you getting? What are you buying? Oh, it's a sale. It's a sale. Grab this, get that. Oh, it's the last little bit of this, last little bit. But yo, we gotta guess. Ain't about to change a little something.
A few minutes later, 1 hour later, 24 hours later, 1 week later, 1 eternity later.
Okay, well, let me turn this down. Well, today, we're just going to have a special. Right? Had a guest on. But certain things happen, life is shit. So next time, I promise. Word. But yo, speaking on life, right? Just thinking about it. Crazy shifts started to happen when certain people wasn't as predominant. Like when I say predominant, it's not in a bad way, but um you how can I put it? Life start lifing for a second, so you're not as out there as you was before. So the comeback has to be crazy, right? But my point is, when certain people, right? How can I put this, yo? Right. In a sense of like this. You know how everything was up here at a point and it felt like a whole culture shift. And not a decline, right? But it kind of is. It's like a little dip. Right. Let me paint this thing for you, right? Now, no slight to none of the artists now. No slight to none of y'all, right? But this whole men and women thing is crazy because it's getting a little more unnecessary. The fight is not worth it. What are you fighting for? Like, we really know right is right and wrong is wrong. Regardless, hands down, right? And before you actually do something, you should always think about it. Just for a slight second. Right? But even with that, hang on, I'm working it out. And I'm saying I'm working it out because I'm looking for both sides. Now, I'm looking from both sides. Why the fuck everybody just can't take a second and chill? If that's not what you really want, say it. That's it. They like it, cool. They don't, cool. Just say it though. But not in a mean way. They're probably like, what the fuck is he talking about? I don't know either. No direction right now. But do you I'm kind of convoluted and baffled right now. But do you know the type of music kind of like dictates who you are? Like if you really stop and just listen to the music play, right? This is from everybody. Basketball, music, especially music. Especially music. A lot of times you get the best music from situations. Word up. And that's where we at right now. We gotta sonically see the music. And right now this shit is looking crazy. It's looking crazy. It's looking crazy. See, I couldn't. Okay, now the reason, one of the main reasons why I came back is to at least tell y'all it ain't no guess, because I said it was going to be one. Things happen. Wasn't going to be long on here, to be honest with you. Just not to fill it out, but just to come and inform y'all. I would never want to leave some shit like that way. Like, I mean, asking, even the ones that do watch and don't watch. I know I'm babbling right now. It is what it is. With that being said, man, I'm chilling. I'm about to edit this. The ones who do listen right about now, as you're listening to it, even if you've gotten this far, I appreciate it. Ooh, I'm gonna add something like that in the word. That'll work. All right. I'm always editing up here in my head. Chop, flip. And with life too, I do the same thing. But I appreciate y'all for being here. I do. I would really kind of said my piece. I gotta put some shit together. Next week,